I am fat. I look in the mirror and all I see is a disgusting whale. I hate what I see so much. People say, why don't you change it? I'm trying. Truly, I'm doing my best to eat less shit where I can, and I've been trying to find more healthy food I enjoy because I'm a super picky eater and I have a disdain for veggies. For any of my fellow picky eaters out there, kale chips are a really good way to get healthy food into your picky ass. Just put some kale on a baking sheet, sprinkle salt and some vegetable oil, bake for 10 minutes, and you have a very good, healthy snack. But anyway, yes, I am fat. People can tell me otherwise, but my doctor told me I'm overweight, and my BMI told me I'm overweight, so I'm overweight. I'm not obese by any means, but I'm still very far from the American beauty standard of today, the infamous slim thick. Essentially an impossible body shape to obtain. Instagram models are the only people I see with that body shape. Out in public, I literally almost never see a female with the hourglass shape. Conspiracy, but I bet they all got plastic surgery or Facetune their pictures. Shout out to you girls if you have a naturally obtained body like that, because how? Looking in the mirror and hating what you see sucks. Yes, weight is something you can change, but it's never instant and requires a lot of work. A lot more than some of us are willing or able to put in. I've been doing my best to eat better and walk where I can. I personally love to swim, and it's a pretty good workout, especially if you live in a warmer climate. But people who say, yeah, you are fat, but you can change it, really don't help. Never try to help someone by shaming them. I think I said this exact same thing in my last video, but let me reiterate it. Calling someone fat doesn't help them or motivate them to lose weight. So if you think you can justify being an asshole by saying, I'm just trying to help, shut the absolute fuck up. You literally aren't helping anything. The thing is, we already know we're fat. We know it. We're the ones who wake up and look in the mirror and see the cellulite and stretch marks covering our bodies. We're the ones who struggle to find clothes that fit at stores. We're the ones who deal with seeing these beautiful fit girls online and all around us, not you. So don't pretend like you're being a hero by calling someone fat or telling them to lose some weight. It doesn't help. How you can actually help is try to gently encourage them to try healthy new foods. Nicely invite them out for walks on nice days, ask them to join you at the gym, be gentle with people, because they already hate themselves. They look in the mirror and see something disgusting, decorated in fat rolls and cellulite. You being mean just makes them hate themselves more, directly making them gain more weight. I can't speak for everyone, but I comfort eat a lot. And this is the root of most obesity and overweight people in the world. When I get sad, and a lot of people are sad, whatever it's from, failing grades, being bullied, loneliness, hating your job, whatever it is, most humans turn to food for comfort because our body rewards us when we eat. It's how we survive after all. Even when you don't need to eat, our bodies will still enjoy the energy. It makes you feel slightly better, but the second you stop eating, you're back to your sad sack self, so you continue to eat, much more than you should. I like snacks, probably a bit too much. Honestly, I think that's the root of my issue. I ate a lot in middle school and high school because I wasn't having a good time, and I gained a lot of weight throughout those years. Sometimes it can also be coupled with mindless eating. When I'm bored, I'll eat. I'll snack on whatever's around, like the fat ass I am. Chips or whatever else. I'll just eat it because I have nothing else to do. It's always a good idea to try to find something to do other than eating or snacking. And if you have to snack, snack on healthy food. Another trick is if you find yourself getting peckish and it isn't mealtime, drink water. It'll fill you up and it's literally 0 calories. Another thing about being fat that fucking sucks is seeing photos of yourself. You can live in a delusion if you don't go around mirrors and ignore the problem like I do, but when you have to go in a public place like for me, VidCon, and have photos taken of you and taken with you, you see the full glory of the horrible shape your body really is in. Seeing pictures of myself honestly ruins my day. It's just... You see all the flaws. You know exactly what other people are seeing. Unfortunately, being a human means you care to some extent of what others think of you, especially when you're a girl. Somebody's going to call me a triggered feminist, but women are held to a different body standard than men. I'm not saying there isn't one for guys, because there absolutely is, but you don't see men with a little extra chub getting shamed anywhere. But if a woman has a little junk in the trunk, everybody looks down on her and says she's fat, especially the internet. We always compare ourselves to others. While I was at VidCon, I was around my skinny female friends. Not shitting them, they're all lovely. But I knew I was the fat friend and that hurt. I was also in a hot climate, so I had to dress lighter than I usually like to hide the rolls. Shorts don't hide your flaws the way leggings do. So my whole fattest legs were out. And that's the biggest problem I have with my body, my legs. As far as fat distribution goes, I'm probably pretty lucky. From my understanding, fat on your legs is the least likely to give you health problems, but it's still very unattractive to look at, especially if you're in California trying to enjoy your time at the beach in a swimsuit. It really sucks to be the fat friend, honestly. Just standing around a bunch of skinny girls makes me want to die, because I know how other people are looking at us. the skinny, normal, pretty girls, and me, the whale that somehow grew legs. Seriously though, seeing pictures of me hurts me on the level most can't understand. It's not even just that I'm overweight and look like a lump of uncooked dough. The pictures that caused me the most emotional trauma were the ones our group took at the beach. I even wore a wrap around my legs to try to hide the sausage likeness of them, but that didn't really do much. Going to VidCon, I knew that would be a huge issue for me. I dreaded that and I knew it would happen. Not shading you if you came up to say hi and got a photo with me at the con. I really loved meeting everyone, and it was so nice to talk to people that watch me and don't leave rude, horrible comments, but I saw photos afterwards and I was just like, ugh. Not only am I horribly unphotogenic, my mango body is no help to that already terrible situation. Even growing up, I was surrounded by beauty standards I couldn't reach. I was never all that fat as a kid. In middle school to high school is when I started to gain weight, just from inactivity and poor diet. Being in checkout lines at grocery stores and seeing these skinny, beautiful women on magazine covers and wondering if that's what I was supposed to look like and why I didn't look like that. Seeing them all over the TV, even in cartoons, the beautifully drawn, skinny, pretty girls that stole the stage in the main characters' hearts. The skinny girl stereotype was everywhere, and that fact cannot be debuted. I realized I'm going to get people in the comments saying,
yeah, but being fat shouldn't be normalized, it's not healthy.
Yes, it's very much not healthy. I never said it was. Fat acceptance is a movement I don't personally stand behind. But saying that, there are morals in the movement that should be taken seriously, like not fat shaming to try to fix someone's weight. Don't bully someone for their weight, you cretins. That's the lowest form of insult, and it usually just makes them gain more. But saying that, Tumblr has flooded itself with people, mostly women, who are saying that being fat is healthy and normal. While it's true that some of us are predisposed to gain more weight, for example, my family on my father's side has larger legs, so it's partially genetic for me. It's also not an excuse to say, it's just my DNA or I'm big boned. Big boned isn't a thing, guys. Making excuses for your weight is not only unhealthy, you're the one who's going to suffer from health problems and possibly die. Now, I'm not saying you have to be size 0 to be healthy, because it's possible to be healthy at a larger weight, just not obese or bordering on obese. According to an actual dietitian I spoke to, it's very possible to be healthy at a weight around my size, which is 170 at 5'7", overweight. She told me as long as I do my best to eliminate and cut down on salty foods and try to introduce myself to more healthy foods, it will help me not only lose weight, but feel better. According to her, keep in mind an actual certified dietitian before some of you start coming at me in the comments. Salt can be a big source of weight gain, because when you eat lots of salt, you get thirsty, and your body has to balance out the salt levels. So you get thirsty and drink, and the water doesn't always get shot out of your body. It gets absorbed to prepare for the next massive salt intake, causing water weight. Yes, this is a real thing, but it's not on the scale some of these very obese people claim. Water weight is usually a smaller contribution to your weight, along with whatever else is causing it, poor diet or lack of exercise. But people who claim they have water weight and sit at 300 pounds are bullshitting. It's just not possible. Making excuses for being overweight is sad, and we all do it. Even I do. I'm lazy, man, I'll admit it. I don't like walking around and I love me some junk food, but I also want to love my body. My motivation is that I want to look good in clothes. I hate buying nice clothes and seeing just how ugly my mashed potato body looks in them. It really sucks. The moral of the story is being fat blows. It really does. We can make excuses, we can find the causes, but if we don't make the change, nothing will happen. We'll continue to be overweight for as long as we allow it. Weight is something you can control. A tribute to My 500-Pound Life, a very good show I like to watch about how people can turn their lives around. It's very possible to come back from the brink. So if you're sitting there in your own body you hate so much, realize there is a way to change it. Cut out sugary drinks, eat less salt, try to make healthy choices when you go out to eat or go to the store. Learn to cook your own meals. That's honestly a really good way of getting nutrition into yourself. Just remember, weight is something you can control. And sitting there saying that your unhealthy lifestyle should be accepted by society is wrong and is hurting you more than anything else. Again, I'm not saying fat shaming is right. It's not, and if you do it, you fucking suck. If you're one of those Tumblrites who think it's acceptable to be overweight and think it should be accepted and it's healthy and it's fine, allow me to enlighten you to the reality. It's not. Obesity causes diabetes, blood pressure problems, joint problems, gallstones, and many other issues. It has been proven time and time again by many scientists and doctors that being fat is not healthy. Now, am I saying that you should be shamed for being fat? Absolutely not. If you're doing something to change it, good for you. I'm proud of you. Keep it up. But if you're sitting there and saying it's society's fault that you aren't accepted, and saying that society should accept that you are healthy and that you will live a long life, you need to educate yourself and you need to listen to me before you comment or make a Tumblr post about how I'm wrong and about how it's okay to be obese. It's not. Now, overweight is a different thing than obese. If you're not aware of that, then I don't know if you must be living under a rock. Obesity is an epidemic in America. It is something that lots of people are dealing with. Unfortunately, every year the age of obese kids gets younger and younger because there's more sodas being introduced, there's more fast food being introduced. People just aren't taking care of their kids. But honestly, this is a conversation for another time. Thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed. Funny story, this actually was sparked from a comment on my vlog by some kid. Dude, if you're out there, I hope you learned your lesson. Shut the fuck up if you think someone's chubby. Yes, they know they are, and you know they are. But pointing it out is just being a dick and helping nothing. Merch is in the description. Like and subscribe. See you in the next one.